So, you're thinking about a cruise for 2026? That's awesome. But let's be honest, it can get a little overwhelming, right? Well, today, we're gonna cut right through all that noise. We're gonna help you find the absolute perfect cruise line by breaking it all down into 3 simple categories: mainstream, premium, and luxury. Let's dive in.
I'm guessing if you've even started to look at cruises, you know exactly what this feels like. It's like you're just drowning in this sea of options. You've got endless deals, reviews that say completely different things, and all the ships just kind of start to look the same after a while. It's tough to know where to even begin.
And hey, if that's you, you are definitely not alone. According to the Cruise Lines International Association, a full 31% of cruisers these days are first-timers. So yeah, that whole "where do I even start" feeling, it's incredibly common. But here is the secret. The thing that seasoned cruisers have figured out: the key to an amazing vacation isn't just about chasing the lowest price, it's about finding the cruise line that actually matches your personal travel style, your vibe. Nail the vibe, and I promise you, the rest of the vacation just clicks into place.
Okay, so to make this super easy, we're gonna boil down the entire cruise industry into just 3, let's call them vibe lanes. This is the simple framework that's gonna bring some serious clarity to your search.
That's it. Just 3. Mainstream, premium, and luxury. Pretty much every single major cruise line you've ever heard of fits right into one of these buckets. Understanding them is the absolute key to unlocking your perfect trip. All right, so the million-dollar question is, which one of these vibes is your vibe? Let's break down exactly what each lane is all about so you can see where you fit. Okay, this is where it all comes together. Let's kick things off with the mainstream lane. These are your high-energy, floating mega resorts. I'm talking about ships like Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas, a ship that literally has its own water park. It's all about nonstop action, Broadway shows, and a nightlife that's always buzzing. This vibe is absolutely perfect for families, big groups, and really anyone who wants an action-packed vacation on a budget. Your big players here are Royal Caribbean, Carnival, and Norwegian. All right, moving on to the premium lane. Now things get a little calmer here, a bit more refined. The focus really shifts from all the onboard thrills to more elevated experiences. We're talking fantastic food, more personal service, and itineraries that let you really dive deep into the destinations. This is really the sweet spot for foodies, couples, and travelers who care more about exploring the ports than, say, riding a zip line at sea. Lines like Celebrity, Princess, and Holland America totally own this space. And finally, we get to the luxury lane. This is where you get that all-inclusive, super high-touch experience. The ships are smaller, the service is incredibly personal, they'll know your name and your favorite drink by the second day, and the dining is straight-up gourmet. This is for travelers who are seeking ultimate relaxation, maybe celebrating a special occasion, or who just prefer an adults-only atmosphere. You've got your classic luxury lines like Regent Seven Seas and Silver Sea, but you also have these really cool modern players like Virgin Voyages, which has totally nailed that exclusive, adults-only boutique hotel kind of feel.
Okay, so you get the lanes now. It's time to figure out which one you belong in. Let's run through a really quick checklist to help you find your perfect fit.
This right here, this is the first and honestly, probably the most important fork in the road. So ask yourself, are you looking for maximum action or maximum relaxation? Is your perfect vacation day packed with water slides, deck parties, and a ton of energy from the crowd? Then you're probably leaning mainstream. Or would you rather have a quiet corner with a great book, an incredible meal, and really be focused on the culture of the next place you're visiting? If that's you, you're definitely looking at premium or luxury.
Okay, let's really nail this down. Of these 3 things, what's your number 1 priority? If it's budget, getting the absolute most bang for your buck with lots of included activities, then the mainstream lines, they're built for you. If it's all about the vibe, the energy, the style, the kind of people you're vacationing with, and you want something a little more elevated, premium is probably your lane. And if it's service, that feeling of being completely, totally taken care of, well then, you belong in the luxury lane. Simple as that.
All right, you've found your vibe lane. Awesome. So now what? How do you actually use this to plan that 2026 trip? This is where it gets really useful. Think of your vibe as a filter. It helps you make sense of all the cruise news and trends for 2026. So when you see a cruise line announcing some new megaship, you can immediately ask yourself, okay, does this giant floating city fit my maximum relaxation vibe, or is that just way too much? When you see an ad for a private island, you can figure out if it's a high-energy party beach or a quiet, serene escape. It even helps you pick a destination. A Maximum Action family might love a cruise packed with active excursions, while a Maximum Relaxation couple might prefer a scenic journey through the fjords of Alaska or the historic ports of Europe. And here's kind of the final piece of the puzzle. See, once you know your vibe, you can walk up to a travel advisor and say, "Hey, I'm a premium lane traveler. I care about great food and cool destinations." And just like that, an expert can match you to the perfect ships, the best itineraries, even the right cabin. All while they keep an eye out for the best deals for 2026. It just makes the whole thing so much less stressful. So really, the big takeaway here is this. Stop sorting by price. Start sorting by vibe. The second you know whether you're a mainstream, premium, or luxury person, this whole confusing world of cruising just opens right up. It gets a lot clearer and way more exciting. So the only real question left is, where's your vibe going to take you in 2026?
Ready for a travel experience that's truly elevated? Reach out to Siobhan at wanderkeep.com or just scan the QR code and let's start planning your next unforgettable journey, because your journey deserves to be elevated.